tornadoes, earthquakes, power outages, fires, floods, terrorism. Whether by human or by natural causes, disasters can strike anywhere, quickly and without warning. Hi, I'm Tanya. Did you know that about half of all Americans are unprepared for any kind of disaster? What about you? We live in unpredictable times, and we've got to be ready for any emergency or disaster situation that we may face. And that is exactly what this program will help you do.
We know that most people aren't prepared for a disaster, don't have a plan, don't have a kit, don't know what they do ahead of time. It's time for us to wake up and understand that if we think about these things ahead of time, it's so much better for our well-being should something happen.
First, prepare your home and make sure it is as safe as possible. Take action to prevent any home disasters, such as a kitchen or home fire. Remove or fix any potential hazards, like faulty wiring or improper chemical storage. Install smoke alarms, test them every month, and replace their batteries the same time every year. Have fire extinguishers on hand and know how to use them, and post emergency numbers near every phone. Most importantly, have a disaster supplies kit ready and make your family communication plans. The Red Cross has created web pages with specific steps to help you prepare for a variety of disasters and emergency situations, from power outages to terrorism alerts. The basic information on how to prepare involves 3 simple but important actions. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Let's focus first on how to get a kit. If you could only take one action to get ready for emergencies, this is the one to take. Having a disaster supplies kit could be a real lifesaver. A disaster supplies or emergency preparedness kit is a collection of basic items that you and your family would need during and right after a disaster. You can put your own kit together or order one from your local American Red Cross chapter or online at www.redcross.org. To build your own disaster supplies kit, place items in an easy-to-carry, portable container like a backpack, storage bin, or a cooler. Something with wheels would be good. The idea is to have everything you need in one place and in something that can be easily taken with you if needed. Your kit should include a 3-day supply of food and water, enough for each member of your family, a flashlight, extra batteries, a portable battery or hand crank-powered radio, a first aid kit, cash and matches in a waterproof container, and basic kitchen utensils, including a manual can opener. Remember to also include items that you could not live without, such as medications, sanitary items, extra clothes, and toiletries. Remember to pack foods for infants, people with allergies, or special diets, as well as food for any pets. For convenience, put snack-sized items with pull-top lids. Include favorite comfort foods and resealable bags for leftovers, storage, and waste disposal. All food should require no refrigeration, preparation, or cooking. Think about adding toys, books, and games. If you need to evacuate to a shelter, these items will provide entertainment for your family. And don't forget to add copies of important documents and medical records, prescriptions, social security cards, birth certificates, deeds, and insurance policies. After a disaster, ATM and credit card machines may not be operating, so remember to stash some cash too. The best way to deal with an emergency is to make a plan ahead of time. Sit down and talk with your family to create an evacuation plan for your home, especially how you'll get out in case of a fire. You should have 2 exits. Discuss where you will meet outside your home. Discuss where you will meet outside your neighborhood if you can't return home. You also need to make plans if you are told to stay at home or to shelter in place. Staying at home could mean being on your own for additional days, even weeks, so be prepared by having more non-perishable food and water supplies. Think about how you would evacuate your workplace and get home. Think about how you will reconnect with your children and loved ones. Think about what you would need if asked to stay at home due to a public health crisis, such as the pandemic flu. Consider these questions and think about the things you and your family will need to survive a disaster, and build your plan around those needs. As part of your plan, your family can easily record important phone numbers and information for each member of the family to carry with them, Include an out-of-town contact that you all should call. Make a family communication plan that includes all of these phone numbers and directions on how to contact each other. Having an out-of-town friend or family contact may make it easier to connect with each other. Long-distance calls sometimes get through better during an emergency. This contact can let everyone else know where you are and if you are safe. A form for recording this information can be found at www.redcross.org/contact card. Another way you can let people know you are safe is to visit the American Red Cross Disaster Safe and Well website. You will be able to list yourself as safe and also search for messages from others in your contact list. During specific disasters, you may be asked to stay at home or to evacuate. Knowing the right action is crucial. Listen to emergency announcements. If local officials order an evacuation, it is important to leave and leave early to avoid traffic delays. Your local Office of Emergency Management may have designated evacuation routes. Learn these routes, and when told to evacuate, grab your emergency preparedness supplies kit and go. Take your pets with you. Your plan should also consider any special needs or steps for elderly members of your family and people with disabilities. You also must know what to do if you have to stay at home due to a winter storm, or what to do if told to shelter in place. To shelter in place, you would take refuge in a small interior room with no or few windows and seal that room. To learn more about specific procedures, visit www.redcross.org. And once you have your plans in place, you should run practice drills and fine-tune any steps or procedures.
We're going to go all the way.
Once you have a plan, it's not okay to say, okay, cross that off the list, don't go there again. Every 6 months, go back, look at the plan, make sure you understand it. Look at those items in the kit and make sure that they're still there and they're still what you need. It's not okay to rest on your laurels and say, I'm prepared, I took care of this 3 years ago.
As you can see, there are many considerations and situations to think about, so you can understand why planning matters. If you know what to do, you will have saved precious minutes and avoid confusion. And believe me, knowing what to do in the rush of a disaster will also give you peace of mind and might just save your life. Be informed. It helps to know what may happen and how you can help yourself and others. Learn what disasters or emergencies may occur where you live, work, and play, such as a hurricane, tornado, or earthquake. Think about how these incidents could affect you, your family, and community. Identify how authorities will notify you and how you will get important information before, during, and after a disaster. What are your community's response plans? Do you know the school's policy for dismissing children in an emergency or disaster? What radio station should you listen to? How can you use technology such as computers and cell phones to access information? Who should you call? How would you evacuate? Where would you find shelter? What services are in place to assist people with disabilities or who need medical or functional support?
The things that people can do to prepare for emergencies are very simple. And if we think about these things ahead of time, it's so much better for our well-being should something happen.
Disasters can happen to anyone, and if one does strike, put your plan into action. A little preparation now can save precious time and help ensure the safety and well-being of you and your loved ones. And share what you learn with others so that they can prepare ahead of time too. We all should spend a little time planning to be ready, just in case we have to be on our own for a time. I know what I need to do. How about you? And remember, the American Red Cross is there to help you get ready. So don't wait. Get a kit, make a plan, and be informed.